Our second speaker today, Claudette Eric. How much time? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Her speech title today is The Pathways Icebreaker. Claudette will give her icebreaker speech today. In her speech, she will reveal to us some information about her childhood. Ooh, that's always good. She will talk a little about her work experience, her family, and she will share with us her philosophy of life. She would like to have 5 to 7 minutes on the clock. Please help me welcome Claudette Eric.
Today, my speech is all about me. How would you like to begin your life in a dresser drawer? That was my beginning. As the story goes, my mother wasn't able to make it to the hospital in time, so I was born at home. Now, obviously, this was unexpected, and no preparations had been made. Now, I wasn't a premature baby, but for some reason, they weren't ready for me. My father had to improvise, and he had a brilliant idea. He removed a large drawer from his dresser. He placed a bed pillow inside. It was functional, and it was a cozy space for me. A few days later, a relative heard about this, and he declared, "No cousin of mine is going to sleep in a dresser drawer." He generously provided my parents with a proper bassinet. All this occurred in Pensacola, Florida, where I spent my childhood. My mother owned and operated a dance studio, and I grew up dancing and performing in recitals and at various events. As a young girl, my dream was to grow up and become one of those dancing rockettes at Radio City Music Hall, or I wanted to be an airline stewardess, which was a glamorous job. Well, following my graduation, my dreams were shattered. I couldn't be a dancing rockette. I couldn't be an airline stewardess. Why? At 5 feet 2 inches tall, I didn't meet the height requirements. I decided to enroll in Florida State University, where I obtained a degree in business. Now, on campus at the time were recruiters from the Central Intelligence Agency. Now, I thought that would be exciting to work for the CIA, so I signed up for an interview. About a month later, I was accepted into the program, and I reported to Washington, D.C. There, I spent a month-long intense orientation, waiting for my top secret security clearance to be completed. Now, I was so impressed with how thorough that investigation was of me. For example, my mom back in Florida said a friend of hers told her that an FBI agent knocked on her door and wanted to ask questions all about our family and about me. Imagine that. How many of you have had a polygraph test?
No.
I have. Just part of the general hiring process for the CIA. I enjoyed working for the CIA, and that job, plus my spirit of adventure, took me to San Diego, California, where I met my husband, Bruce, who was just completing his service as a naval officer. We were married, and we bought our first home there. A job opportunity for Bruce took us to Los Angeles, where our daughter Claudia was born. Still, another job opportunity brought us here to Littleton, where our son Stephen was born. And I was a stay-at-home mom and involved in all the kids' activities. Claudia was a competitive figure skater. Stephen was a hockey player and a ski racer with the Loveland ski team. Now, I figure I spent about 12 years either sitting in a freezing ice arena or standing on a windy, snowy ski slope. I'm still thawing out today. Wow. When the kids got into high school, I decided to go back into the workforce. Now, I cherish the time I spent at home with my kids, of course, but I do regret not keeping up with technology. I took some computer classes at Arapahoe College, which helped me get started. My most satisfying job was that as a marketing director for an investment company. I felt like I was finally in my element, and I hadn't wasted that business degree. If you were to ask me, what is my philosophy of life? I would say, never stop learning and participating in new life experiences. For example, a new life experience for me occurred 9 years ago when I joined Toastmasters. Have you ever noticed how sometimes one thing leads to another? Being in Toastmasters gave me the confidence to enter the Miss Colorado Senior America pageant. Now, some of you know that I have been in numerous pageants. I have finished second runner-up, and I have finished first runner-up 2 times in the state pageant. I have even competed in nationals back in Atlantic City.
Whoops.
I like to say, I may never have been crowned a pageant queen, but I am the queen of pageants. And I want to thank you for going along with me today on the journey of my life story from when I started out in a dresser drawer all through my life until I stand here before you. And we did it all in just 5 to 7 minutes.